It's kind of fancy. I have the phone on like a swivel chair. Watch this opening shot. I've been working on a video for the last week, 2 weeks or so, since the government's been on shutdown. I haven't been doing a lot of work on the house, and that's because I'm really scared to spend money, because it looks like this could go on for a lot longer. I don't have a ton of jobs that I can do that don't require me to just spend at least a couple $1,000s. Like if I want to do the ceiling, I have to buy insulation first. If I want to do the tile, I have to buy cement board and all that stuff. So I'll show you what we have been doing, and I did put together this little video here. And I appreciate all of you watching these right now. This is my only income stream really right now, is YouTube. And so from the last video, thank you to anybody who sent us, I don't even know what they're called, super chats maybe, or super stickers, something like that. I will tell you the truth. The one that runs the ship had a migraine the day after. Tips and tricks and skills, and it's like more like a hobbit than a witch, right? Or something like that. I'm probably not going to put any of this in. I've been ranting for 16 minutes, and I'll probably edit it down to 2. But if you're still here, thanks for watching. I'll show you what we're up to. The video kind of starts a little awkward, but I am just kind of explaining the electrical to a certain degree, because I found it to be, I don't know, kind of fun to explain. But we just want about 14 inches here if we can have it. And then we're going to be having, 2 outlets on each side of this like this. And each one of these spots, each one of these, is basically a dedicated 20 amp spot. And what that means is, like, you could have an air fryer and a toaster plugged into this, and then a microwave. We don't have a microwave, but you could have a microwave over there, and you could be running all of it and nothing would ever, like no breakers are ever gonna pop. I'm also thinking about putting one of these outlets the way I normally put them, with the ground up, and I'm gonna put the other one like this, with the ground down. And that way, sometimes depending on what you're plugging in, it just is easier going one way or the other. And for those of you that like to debate this too, if there's a right way to do these, most people, you see them like this, but I install all mine like this, and that's the way that I was taught. This is the way that you see it in commercial buildings usually, or that's the way I guess you should see it in commercial buildings. And the reason that is I'll show you. When something falls and you have this, outlet, if it falls and it's steel and it hits the ground and sits there, nothing's ever going to happen. But then if your outlet is like this, and then you've got something plugged in and it comes out a little bit and something falls, it's going to bridge the gap between these two things, and it's going to just short and melt right there. Now, if you have breakers and everything, it should pop and everything should be fine, but that is why I install them like this normally and not like that. As you know, or maybe don't know, my 3 kids are homeschooled by Sarah, and when I'm home on furlough, I sometimes get involved. And last couple days, I've been showing them a little bit about wiring. These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else.
to all those places on the road. And I'm coming close to this, I'm sure. You try to say the sunrise the same. But tell me, have you ever danced in the rain? And I could try to.
Oh, geez. Who put those rocks there? Huge pile of dirt. You see me scooping it, but I didn't tell you where I got it from. I got it because down the road, the county is replacing a culvert. So I said, will you please bring me all your dirt that you can? And they said they would. And that's amazing because that's, you know, that's a lot of dirt, and that's expensive to buy. The problem with it all, I guess, is in the part in the video that you're not going to see, is on the very last dump, the dump truck took out my line to my house, ripped it right off the house. But it's all better now. And so this is the pile of dirt. It's huge. And so I'll just give you this. My tractor's a pretty big tractor. It's a 50 horse tractor. And my bucket's a pretty big bucket. The very last load that they dropped when it broke my line, it was right here all by itself. And I know that it took me about 20 loads to clean that up. And there are 20 total dump truck loads here. It's crazy. I mean, everybody knows that Sarah and I love outdoor space. This is Sarah's gardening stuff space, I guess. This is mostly for her garden. It's right to the right-hand side. It's kind of like the back yard, I guess, because the back porch is right there. And then what we're doing with all this dirt is pushing it all through here. And there's a pretty steep bank here, was. We're filling it in. Creating a new bank. Down here, there's a stream. It's probably wet 8 months out of the year. Yeah, filling this all in, it adds a lot of nice space to the back of our garden. And as you can see, I'm in the shade completely, which is pretty sweet to have that kind of space. The first thing I put here was a whole bunch of concrete. I have more concrete to go in here. And we're just going to keep pushing it. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut down some of these trees, but we're going to keep just adding to the property. When we first bought this house, I would have been in the middle of a forest right here. And it looked a lot like this. It was a lot of just berry bushes and sumac and poplar. And we have just really created all of this space. And I don't know, I think it goes without saying maybe, is when you're doing that, it adds so much utility to your space, to your house, where we can have a greenhouse. I mean, literally, that forest used to go right through probably here. I mean, all of this I've created with the tractor, just pushing trees around, and it's over half an acre of flat, nice space that we use every day. Well, hopefully that kind of explains the pile of dirt that you see in the video, and then kind of like what we're doing with it.
Everything was coming up. Everything was going fine. Yeah. Everything was coming